As a Christian, there are some things that people say to me and they do that are very, very sad. One of those things, and I'm sure you've had this experience as well, is that when I say that I am praying for them and they respond back to me, my thoughts are with you as well. Or while I appreciate that gesture, and I genuinely do, but there is no substance in that saying. There's no power whatsoever in my thinking thoughts about someone. Another sad gesture that people give that I do genuinely appreciate again is when I say something like, I pray all goes well, or I use a prayer emoji in response to a text message and I get a response back, good luck, or an emoji with someone's fingers crossed. And what really made me sad was when a Christian once responded back with a prayer and a fingers crossed emoji when I said I was praying for them. And yet saying my thoughts are with you and saying good luck or crossing your fingers portrays how people view hope. All of those responses are wishy-washy, mysterious, and empty. But as a Christian, we need to be careful in how we use the word hope. And why is that? And you might be thinking, am I making too big of a deal out of this? No, because hope is not a 50-50 proposition. Hope is not this may or may not happen. Hope is a 100% absolute promise. Hope is a longing that will happen for the future and in the future. And why should we not place our hope in nothing or no one else but God and his future promises for us? Well, this is due to one thing. That is the curse of sin on our bodies and on everything else in this creation. The Apostle Paul wrote this in Romans chapter 8, verses 18 through 25. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For this creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope, that the creation itself will be set free in bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together in pains of childbirth until now. And not only the creation, but we ourselves, Christians, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies. For in this hope we were saved. Now hope that is seen is not hope, for who hopes for what he sees? But if hope for what we do not see, but if we hope for what we do not see, rather, we wait for it with patience. So I just want to encourage you, especially this Passion Week, this week that we remember and we commemorate that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, yet he was risen from the grave 3 days later. Our hope should not be placed on anyone else but God. Our hope is not based on anything or anyone in this created world because of the curse that God has placed on all of creation. So I'm going to encourage you with this one last statement. Enjoy your life. Obviously in a God-honoring way, but don't place your hope in this life. Actually, live your life and everything in it with an eternal perspective, because all of our hope ought to be placed on God's future for us based on the death, burial, and resurrection of his Son, Jesus Christ. And when we develop that eternal perspective, your present life will be more joyful. It will be an encouragement to other Christians, and it'll be a witness to those who have not yet placed their faith in Jesus Christ. So I pray that you have a blessed Passion Week as we remember the price that Jesus paid for you so that you can have the one and true hope of resurrection, of heaven, and being with him for all eternity. Well, thank you for joining me.